because when the pandemic hit Lebanon, they were already had a failed economy, and all those women that had been maids, their workers couldn't pay them anymore, and they drove 50,000 of them to downtown Beirut and left them. And I said, here we are experiencing all the protests here, Black Lives Matters, people protesting, did Bill Gates cook up the virus, is Fauci or the World Health Organization, and should we wear a mask or should we not wear a mask? Who should we vote for, who should we not vote for? All this stuff that's going on, all these voices and chatter and chatter and chatter. I'm like, but wait a minute. We still are locked into the fact that your prosperity has a purpose. Your wealth still has an assignment, and your money still has a mission. Attach your book to your vision and your mission. Then you can't procrastinate. Why, guys? Because you realize that as long as your little happy butt, as long as your little narrow butt sit and procrastinate on that book, is somebody else on the other side of that book that needs you to finish it, because the fulfillment of your product is connected to the project. Am I making sense to y'all? So now it's not just about a book, and it's not about what words, and it's not just about editing. This is a vehicle that God has given you to fund, to finance, to be able to be a contributor, to make life better for somebody else. Because as an author, you were able to get somebody to exchange your thoughts for money. Make sure that money has a mission, and make sure that prosperity has a purpose, and make sure the wealth that comes behind your book has an assignment. I want to show you this video, and it will show, and everything that I'm saying is all consummated in this video. We were in Lesotho. Give me a thumbs up when you got it ready, Ashton. And we had been in the palace. Val was there. I'm trying to think who else on here would have been there on that trip. And we thought the trip was about the palace, but remember I told you, meeting with the king. But I told you guys, sometimes God will lead you to the thing to get you to the thing. So we're leaving the palace. Pastor Pam has heard this story over and over and over again. And Pam, were you on that trip even? Because I know Pam has been on a lot of trips with me. And everybody was in the van, guys. Listen to this chatter, 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 chatter. Chatter, 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 chatter. You've got to learn to shut yourself off from a lot of chatter, especially when you're writing. So they would, and know how to draw inside, know how to go inside and shut everything off around you. Just go, shut off everything, everybody around you, and go inside and listen to the inner you. Listen to the hidden man of the heart. Because the hidden man of the heart is in tune with the Holy Spirit, who searches the mind of God. And his assignment is to download all those creative ideas to you. You have his DNA chip in you. So I told the driver, as everybody was chattering, I said, go this way. And we stopped for a while to a thatched roof hamlet group of houses. And I said, no, this is not it. Go further. And as we drove down further, another hamlet of houses, thatched roof houses in Africa. We've left the palace. And I said, stop. And we go into this little hamlet, little pig path hamlet, into the center. And we get there. And there's this girl who's crying, who's waiting, who's the why behind the wealth, who's the purpose behind the prosperity, who's the mission behind the money. If you leave out the charity component of it, Tammy, you're leaving out the purpose of the wealth. It is the indicator. It is the governor. It is the navigation system that takes you to where God wants you to be with that book. And I want you to see this in about 3 minutes. It'll change your life forever.
Masabata.
What does Masabata mean?
Masabata.
Something
about something like cold.
Go?
Cold.
Called. Like she's called.
Cold.
Oh, don't you get me started.
Look at the crown
She
on
is
her twisted.
called. She is called. You know what? I'm going to step out in faith because I've got, interpret for me, I've got so many projects before me.
ke na le
And
ditlhophiso tse
I've
ngata
got
tseo ke di
more on
etsang
my plate than I could ever do.
dintho di ngata tseo ke di etsang
We're-
letsogong la ka
Scholarshiping kids in Haiti,
re thusa bana Haiti,
Congo, and
Congo,
Sudan.
Sudan.
And in the natural, I can't take on another project.
Ka botho ba ka nkebe ka kgona
But
gore
you
mohlomong ka
are making me
empa o nketsa gore
stretch my faith.
ke
And
ikotlole
I'm going to believe God
mme ke tlile o dumela modimo
that
bakeng sa
somebody's going to help me
go na le motho a tlilo
help you
go thusa
go to school.
o ya sekolong
Today, your days of struggle are
kajeno
over.
matsatsi a wa o
Today, your
sokola
days of
a
sadness are
fedile
over.
matsatsi a wa
Your
botlhoko
days of will I ever be able to go to
matsatsi a
school.
gore na e ka ba ke
Look
tla
at me in my
sekolong
eyes.
ke shebe
God.
matlhong a ka
You will go to school.
o tlo ya sekolong
I don't know how it's going to
ga
happen,
ke tsebe na e tlo
but
etsala jwang
God will provide.
empa modimo o tla
Faith is
tlhaisa
the substance of things hoped
tumelo
for.
ke tiiso ya dintho
And
tse re
the
di lebeletseng
evidence.
le
This is
tiiso
the first seed
ena ke peo ya
of
pele
evidence
ya
of you going
bopaki
to school.
ba gore o tlo ya
Out of
sekolong
all the village huts,
ka ga
we
mametse
just
ena
left
yotlhe
the palace.
re
Out
fetile
of
mane
all the
tlogong
houses,
matlong
we
ana
drove
kaofela
past all these
re a
houses.
fetile
You could have been unkind to us.
mohlomong o ke ke wa
But
re
your
amoela
kindness
empa go
towards the
boikokobetso
men
ba
and
gago
women of God
le gore o re
has
amoele
opened up the door for
di
faith.
butse mamadi bakeng sa gago
This is your day of
ke
destiny.
letsatsi la gago la
Your day of
bokamoso
destiny is being about saying the same thing. Saying the same thing about her. She wanted to go to school so bad. I don't know if she ever told you the story. Tabitha, if you can come as well. Tabitha's going to be a part with her company with helping to continue with Abatina's education. So this is how the story goes. We were guests of the king last year, and we were with a team from the U.S., and we were leaving the king's palace, and we were driving down the road, and somehow in my heart I felt led by God to just go into this particular little village, or out of all these different houses that were there, we stopped the road, pulled over the side, and everybody wondered, why are you stopping? I said, I must go here. Like Jesus said, I must needs go to Samaria. And there she was there washing her clothes and crying and wanting to go to school. And I said to her, this day the kingdom of God has come to you. You're going to school today. And that's how the story began. And so like now we've traveled literally for maybe about 15, 16 hours from the U.S. Then we came by road from Johannesburg to hear all of these people just to come and see this part of the story, how she's doing, and to continue the story. Yeah, you didn't know. Yes. Yes, that's how. So what you just saw before I leave you is the why behind my books. Every book I write has an assignment attached to it. And that keeps me on track, that keeps me moving forward, that keeps me understanding that it's not about me. Now I want to show you Abertina. She didn't speak English. Nobody in her village had ever gone to school. Her mother was wanted to commit suicide because she couldn't send her kids to school the night before. Nobody had been to school. She didn't speak English. And now this is Abertina. 5 years later, we took care of everything. We didn't want no sugar daddy taking care of her. We took care of her getting her hair done, her nails done, her car, her transportation, her apartment, her food, her everything, just so she could finish the destiny that God had for her. And did I pay for that? No, I didn't pay for that. Some of those women that you saw, Tabitha, different ones, came together and joined in with us. That's Abertina now, guys. That's Abertina now. Come on, let's give the Lord, let's give God some praise right here. Can you show another one? Another picture, Ashton. Another picture. Another picture. That's Abertina. Can you see another one? That's Abertina.
Hallelujah. Glory
That's
to
that
God.
same little village girl, y'all.
Glory to God.
Another one, Ashton. I don't want you to ever forget this. So that's Abertina at
Amen.
graduation.
Amen.
Another one, Ashton. That's how she was in the beginning. That was in the beginning.
Wow.
And I wish you could put them side by side like the before and the after. So all of that was trapped up inside of her potential, her ability, like that book is trapped inside of you. The reason why the book wants to come forward and be alive is because there's an assignment on the other side of the book. The book is a vehicle. The book is a vessel The book is not just for your name to be made known or to be an author. God gave you that book. And God has an assignment attached to that book that's going to affect so many people's lives that once they read that book, your writing, your gift, your contribution is going to unlock what's trapped on the inside of them, like what's trapped on the inside of you. So it's no longer just about a book. There's an Albertina on the other side of your book. Are you hearing me? There's somebody on the other side of the book or whatever it is that you're writing about that's waiting on your contribution. Don't take that book to the grave. That's all I got. Mwah.
Wow.
I want you guys to do this for me. Pull out your phones right quick. Who's got your phones? Ashton, take it off the screen. Put the YouTube thing up right quick. This is all I need y'all to do for me. I didn't ask Tammy for nothing. Go to my YouTube channel. And what we're doing is, with everything that's going on, there needs to be, God needs writers, authors now, like never before. I mean, there need to be authors like never before. And when you go to my YouTube channel, just push subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. Do it right quick. I'm like about 20 people from 4,000. I want you ladies to take me over. Take me right on over. Grab your phone, type in Pat Bailey. Just type in Pat Bailey. There you go. Look at Ashton. Y'all give it up for Ashton. Give it up for Ashton. It's 1 o'clock in the morning there. Give it up for him. 2 o'clock probably. So just push the, see how close we are. What number are we at right now, Ashton? I can't even see. We're at 397. Yes, so just 20-something people. Why am I asking you all to do this? When you get off, as you click the notification button and subscribe, when you get a chance later on, go do the same thing on my Instagram, which is official Pat Bailey. Why am I asking you ladies to do this? This is what I want to do for you. This is my gift to you. This is what I've always done. When you write your book, I'm going after 1 million subscribers on my channel, on Instagram and YouTube. Michael Todd's mother is a friend of mine. Michael Todd's book, help me out there on relationships. What's the name of it, guys? Help me out.
Relationship goals.
Relationship goals.
They printed 66,000 copies coming out of the gate because you got 1 million people on. How many of you know they sold out before they could come out of the gate? What I'm doing is creating a platform for authors, for people that can sing, for people that have a message, for people that are called, and it's global. So your book immediately would be in Lebanon and Brazil and Turks and Caicos and Trinidad and South Africa. We just printed my book in South Africa. I'm trying to teach you. We're doing like the rappers did in the early age. You don't need to be bound to a particular distributor here. Don't you think for one moment. Once you do that, go on over to the Instagram right quick. Make sure you do YouTube and go over to Instagram official Dr. Pat Bailey. I had to do it that way because somebody became an imposter. But don't you even think from the beginning. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Stop it now. Don't you even let the thought get in your mind that your book is for America only. Who bewitched you? Your book is for the world. Who told you your currency for your book gonna come back in dollars only? My book come back in rands. My book come back in nairas. My book come back in pounds. So you speak to that book while you're writing. Right now, I call for rands, pounds, yens, lira. Is anybody hear me? Where's Mercedes? Mercedes, feel me? Don't you even come out of the gate. That's why I shared the story about me thinking like, I'm never gonna have an ocean view again. And so for those of you that, and all we're doing is telling people, help us build a platform. Share this link with 3 other people. Tell them to subscribe. And that's why we have to own our own voice. We have to own our own message. Because the time may come, guys, that we will not be able to have a platform with the way things are going and have a voice. We better own it. We better be wise. What do you think the rest of them are doing? They're building platforms to promote their agendas. Let's promote each other. Let me tell everyone. How many of you right here got a book already? I'm not gonna even wait. How many of you have a book right now? I want to bring you on. I want to push your book in South Africa. I want to push your book in Zimbabwe. I want to push your book in London. I want to push your book. Come on, I want to push your book in Brazil. Get in touch with me. What we'll probably do, Tammy, let you come on and just say, here are some authors that have not been exposed globally yet. Do I lose anything, Mercedes? Do I lose anything, Francine? Shirley, do I lose anything? Do I lose anything, Paulette, because I promote you? Am I going to lose anything? Am I going to lose anything because I promote Tammy? No. It's just the opposite. What I make happen for every last one of my sisters, God's going to make it happen for me. And let's network together. Let's build a platform for each other and be a voice to promote, just like what you saw us do with Albertina. We brought my friends, my wealthy friends. I got my friends with little ching ching to come over there, and they paid for her to go to school for 5 years. Until now, she's a CPA, guys. You should see some of the other pictures. And guess what now? Helping other girls go to school that have never been able to go to school. Isn't that, Francine, isn't that what the purpose of the prosperity is all about? Isn't that what it's all about, Tammy? Shirley Clark, isn't that what it's all about? You know what Shirley told me? She said, Doc, when it got down to the back of the book, she kept asking me, I said, Shirley, what part of this don't you understand? I trust you. Go do it. Look at what I'm dealing with. Go do it. I trust you. We got to trust each other. We got to believe in each other. Come on, we owe it to our daughters and our granddaughters to show that we can work together and that we're here for each other. We got to model it, because if we don't model it, they're going to follow the narratives of everybody else out there that's got the most likes and the biggest followers if we don't have a voice. And that's the purpose of saying, go to my YouTube page. Send it out tonight. Send it out to 10 friends, please. 3 friends, 10 friends. Get them to join. Because as I keep building this up, guess what I'm going to do with that platform? I want to push your book. And just think about it, guys, with Michael Todd having 1 million followers. You can self-publish with 1 million people. Am I right? Shirley, talk to me. Am I right? Cheryl, talk to me. Am I right? Some of you write movies. You got movies in you.
Yes.
You can have a blockbuster coming out of the gate. So guess what area, my YouTube channel, guess where 61,000 people watch me in Indonesia, 40,000 people watch me in Kuwait, they watch me in Saudi Arabia, in South Africa, on the border of Somalia, Zimbabwe. Guess what? I want your voice heard outside of the United States. I want your book heard outside of the United States. And the more I make happen for you, God's going to turn back around and bless me and my seed and my seed. Write this down, onevoiceprayer.com. Onevoiceprayer.com. One voice. Your book needs to be heard in South Africa, read in South Africa. Ashton's my distributor, my publisher. He gets the printing deals, everything. Let me show you how to take your book global. Don't even start out thinking that it's just for the United States, because there's a person thinking, so is he. Guess who made that #1? Not the United States. Women Risk Takers became #1 in London, Nigeria, and South Africa before it ever became #1 in the United States. I'm trying to help you. God is bigger than we think. And I'm going to try to show you a view right quick. Do y'all want me to show you the view to show you what God did? Anybody want to see the view? Give me a thumbs up. Here we go. I just want to show you what God did. So, Ashton, you have to tell me, if I unplug the power, I'm still okay? Or leave everything plugged? I got to unplug the power.
Unplug the power and leave the mic connected.
My mic? Just leave the mic connected?
Leave the mic connected and unplug the power cable.
Okay, guys, I've never done this before. This is my love to you. Okay, guys. I want to show you what my God will do for you. Okay, we're unplugging let's see this. I want to make sure I unplug the wrong thing. Pam, can you feel this? Pam Phillips, can you believe this doc with a Mac, doc dealing with a laptop, Paulette? Can you? Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try. I always wanted to do this, but I didn't know if I could do this. Somebody need to say my offer remains the same. Oh, it's not a clear day. Shucks. But still, let me try. Oh, it was clear earlier today. Okay, guys, remember the story that I was thinking that I'll never have a view and I'm gonna give it all up and God will never, I'm just gonna have to take less. I'm gonna have to settle for less. I'm gonna have to settle for less. And I was looking at houses, they had a peekaboo view. A peekaboo view, which means you got to get up in the top and look in the corner and try to look over there. And the other house, I would have had to build on top of it and build on the side to get a peekaboo view. And while I was fishing in a minnow pond, let me show you what God had for me. Can y'all see that?
That's beautiful, Dr. Pat.
What you can't see is Catalina Island. I want you to see how limitless God is. I want you to see that your offer remains the same. That's the Queen's necklace. And over to the right is Santa Monica Mountains. Right over there, if it was a clear day, is Avalon Island. And that right there is Wrigley's famous family, rich family, their private island, Catalina. And that's Donald Trump's, the American flag over there. I don't know if you can see it. And this little black girl from North Kakalaki. All of this was trapped up on the inside. Y'all about to make me cry. Just like that, that's trapped up on the inside of you.
Oh, Dr. Bailey, that's
just
beautiful.
like that book that's waiting to come out of you. I want to leave you with that. God has an ocean for you. Stop fishing out of the minnow pond. I want to help push your book. Go to YouTube, Pat Bailey, go to One Voice Prayer. Call me, 310 403 3504. 310 403 3504. And Tammy was kind enough to share our friendship with you. Paulette, I love you. Francine, I still need you. Siobhan, you know you my boo. Mercedes, thank you for sharing that with me. I forgot all about the car. Paulette, Shirley, thank you for bringing it across the line. Shirley, thank you for, look, Cynthia Dixon, all of you, my people now that's helping me. Angela, Cheryl Collins, I see you. Tiffany, my love to you. And some of y'all need to come on out here and get away. Why don't we have a big old girlfriends party out here? Okay?
You know I'll come.
And come on out here and get away, sisters and pound the world. Pam Phillips ain't even been out here. I see Vida. I see Shanika. Yeah, I see Cecile. I see you guys.
Dr.
I can hear.
Pat,
I'm listening.
Mother Alberta Black would be mighty proud of you. This is Spring.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Friend.
Just watching you and smiling. Oh my God, you got goosebumps all over me, my sister. Amen, amen, amen.
Let me just say this with you guys. Like up here, I don't know if you can see, up on the hill, those are like $10 million houses. And like those right there, Trump's estates, they're like 7 million. And sometimes I be saying, you're so good.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
How can I not take what you've given me?
Amen.
Not take what you've given me and share it with other people? How can I not want to see them? Like even with the Syria thing I'm telling you about, those Ethiopian women that are outside on the street selling their body, never sold their body before, eating out of trash cans. How can I, with the prosperity that you've given me, ignore their cry? That's why you made the book a bestseller. That's why you put Esther in the palace.
And the more he sees that your willing love is now me, feed my sheep, that you care about promoting somebody else, you don't ever have to worry about him promoting you. When we got ready to do One Voice, the owner of the largest Christian network in the world said, here, come on free. Use my network, use my satellite. Don't pay a penny. And God has always done it like that for me. And I think the secret sauce is making it happen for other people. Making it happen for other people. So your book will never be just a book anymore. Your writing will never be just writing anymore. It's an assignment that somebody else is waiting on you to finish. Say amen.
Amen.
Say the loudest amen you done said all year.
Amen.
And oh, I see names now. Hey, is that Darlene? Diane. I see Diane. I see Cornette. I see. Is that Rhea? I see Cheryl Collins. I sure see Fran. I see Tracy Booker. And I sure see Francine. Francine, you just don't age. Stephanie, you saw me reach out to you and Mike this morning. So anyway, guys, I'm here for you as you're writing. I want to help you in any kind of way. Shirley will be here. Shirley helped me tremendously. Cheryl helped me tremendously. And Tammy, why don't you let your book club come out to LA and have a big old girlfriends party out here? We have something out here called Sisters Empowering the World. You know, we catch the boats right here and row across the Catalina Island and have a time. And it's quiet. It's away from everything. It's totally secluded. And yeah. And us is out here.
Wow, I tell you, Dr. Patricia Pat. See, I call her Pat because I'm her realtor here.
Yep, that's
I
true.
do everything for her, and she is my friend. I've been knowing her for a long time, and I just want to say thank you for sharing your heart and all that you gave us. You just allowed God to just work it out.
And I was tired, honey, when I got on. I had been like, really? I just been talking to Lebanon. I told Ashton to tell you. I said, Ashton, I'm so tired. I need to go chew on some ginger.
Well, I tell you what, you have blessed our heart. And I know we have ladies on here that have questions, but before we do, let me tell you, this is a woman that came from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where you're sitting. You writing that vision book of things that you want to happen in your life. She just gave us an example. But you know what? She got that because she take care of the poor.
That's it.
Care of the less. She do exactly what God has called her to do. And I cannot allow her to go off here without we doing a blessing to her because she does take care of these women. And I feel in my heart that we need to bless her today. She didn't even ask me for anything, but I'm just led to you ladies that we need to bless those ladies, and she can tell you who we can cash app her, PayPal her to bless her ministry that she has, because you just seen an example how she just changed someone's life completely. And we don't want her to do this alone while she just decided to give her heart to us today. So I think that we should be a blessing to her. So if you can say it, and then where you want us to go, and then
They can just go to my website, patriciabailey.org, our ministry website, and you can donate there on the ministry website, patriciabailey.org. There are some people that are Cash App type people on PayPal, with the PayPal. Ashton, Ashton, are you still on here? Y'all give it up for Ashton. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. He did this all for you ladies. I thought it was 1, it's 3.
yes, we really appreciate it.
I was going to get him to put the PayPal up on the screen, but you can go to patriciabailey.org and donate there. And then we, of course, have the PayPal. And what you all give, I'm going to give every last bit of it. We're so committed to those women in Lebanon. I mean, guys, if you see the video, I'll send the video to you. And you know what? It's not going to make our news. You know why it's not going to make our news? Because our news are all caught up right now with Black Lives Matter and the elections and whether we should wear a mask or not and COVID. And what's happening right now, ladies, let me tell you something for those of you that understand the spirit realm.
The enemy always throws his rock and hide his hand. Throw a rock and hide his hand. There's something beneath the surface. Don't believe the surface of everything that you see. The enemy always tries to ride on a just cause. But behind it, he has a whole nother agenda. And then when he gets you where he wants you to go, he goes, ta-da! The ultimate goal is to silence us, to take away our voice, to take away our authority. Don't be deceived. This is a time that we must walk in heightened sensitivity. And that's why I was telling y'all what's happening with the elections worldwide. The whole world is about to shift, y'all. And they're all pushing one government, one money. That's the UN agenda charter. That's their charter. All these new presidents that are about to be elected. So guess what? We don't have time to be stuck on stupid. You sitting about dragging your feet on that book. You better get that book out, because things are going to be shifting. You better get that book out. So PayPal, help me out with PayPal. We're going to help the ladies, or patriciabailey.org, and you'll see the donate button there that you could give. And that's what I got for you ladies. Tammy, anytime. Y'all just really blessed me. I did not plan to do all this preaching. I didn't. I was so tired. I really, really was. But y'all refreshed me. Almost had me cry off my lashes and everything, but y'all refreshed me, and I'm really glad I came on, Tammy. I really am. We have to do it again and invite more people, because so many people have a book in them. So many people. That's my website there that you can go to. It's so simple, patriciabailey.org. patriciabailey.org.
So yeah, let's be a blessing to her, because she has been a blessing to us to just give us vision in so many things. I'm pretty sure you ladies can say, oh, I've been seeing some of your comments. And
Really?
To you all. So what I want to do is, because I heard, we just heard what she said, she's tired. And so,
Oh, well, you know what? I promise it's not their fault that I ran off at the mouth. So any questions that they have, I will answer some questions. If you would entertain, if you just like keep it to about 5. I was gonna text you, Pam. Text Tammy the Cash App, not Cash App. Text Tammy the PayPal, and then Tammy can circulate it to
post it
everybody
in
else.
my Vision Book Club. Okay, perfect. So if you have any question, if you can unmute, this is your time, because you know what? This is my friend, and I'm so thankful that she said yes to come and talk to you all. God is so good, because she's a very, very busy lady.
Girl with a capital B. I'm serious. You know what'll make y'all laugh? You know, Pam Phillips, where you, Fran, you know, sometimes, you know, because we be putting on these lashes and putting this hair on and putting this makeup on, we still be thinking we young, right?
Yes.
Your body got to well let you know. You's about to be 62. So sometime in my head, Paulette, I think I can still do all the stuff I was doing when I was 21. So I line all this stuff. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And then like about, you know, I start saying, I feel like I'm running out of energy. Like, well, I used to be able to do this, and like I used to be able to like. So yesterday I had to do in the studio. You know, so the studio I had to tape. So I was taping for 8 hours, and I used to do that with a breeze. My body, like, you know how a body start doing. I mean, how your car start doing. It's about to run out of gas. My body started like I started saying like I was like. And I was like, Pat, you about to be 62. You know, you better, your body's saying, hey. So then Val texts me and say, shut everything off, go get in the pool and rest. And I was like, yeah, we got to learn how to listen to our bodies. So, yeah. So 5 questions, guys.
You look wonderful.
Well, I'm super gluing it together, girl. I'm super gluing it together. And I stay around a lot of young people. And we will have eyelashes in heaven.
Yeah, that's right. But one of the things that I know, when things go back, you know, she's loved taking people to Africa with her.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's something we all can do. We can.
I love y'all. Oh my gosh, the
Yes.
people would love y'all if you all would love South Africa. Pastor
Yes.
Pam, you went to South Africa. Where's Pastor Pam? She went to South Africa.
That's
Yeah.
So we can do something like that to plan to go on a mission trip with her, because she is amazing. So, but please,
Ashton, they would love South Africa.
questions, please.
I have a question.
Sure.
Ashton's heart is still here.
Don.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, my book is a CD book, which you endorse, you know, Healing is the Children's Bread. But it's a CD, it's an audio book. So what could happen with that, with the audio book?
I think audiobooks are like the most. I'm getting ready to do a couple because I think that's the quickest way to get things out. And now we're living in a time frame where people just want everything so quick. I really think the direction for the future are going to be more audiobooks. I really do. So just keep on, just push it like you would a normal book. And I think more people are going to go to audiobooks because we just living in that. The attention span of the global society has become so short now. And I'm having to learn, guys. And Shirley might have told me this. Cheryl might have told me this. Stop writing them long books. I mean, I am wordy, so I can write, and sometimes I think I'm not giving people enough. I don't want to give them, people don't want the long books anymore. They want get to the point, short, short, short. And I really believe that the day of mini books, Francine, don't you remember mini books era in Harrison House and all those? I think the days of mini books are coming back again very strong. Shirley, you could probably speak to that. But like little mini books. And if you look on my YouTube channel, guys, I do what's called EWTs, which are electronic witnessing tracks. They're 3 minutes long, and they're on like depression, anxiety, healing, trusting God. They're just 3 minutes. And so you take those and you share those with people to witness to them, to minister to them. They don't need an hour sermon. They're not interested in revivals and camp meetings and or long books. They want it like this. And then honestly, you can really market yourself better because you could take a book that would have been this long and turn it into a bunch of mini books, or part one or part two, a sequel. So I really believe that the audiobooks are the direction we're going to end up seeing. I think we're going to see more and more and more of them.
Amen. So what I wanted to also do is I know that you have gone to Belize to do mission trips in Belize. And I have my friend Liana Giham. She is a mother of a home.
We just left Belize. Belize was the only country. What Val? Two countries. We got into Belize before everything shut down, and Cote d'Ivoire. So Belize was the last country before the quarantine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she has a orphanage, children home. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to introduce you to Miss.
Please.
Raised 600 kids.
Wow.
I know that you love it. So, Ms. Fiona, could you say something to Dr.
I see her. Oh.
Be here, and I totally enjoyed your talk, the way you talk, and I'm sorry I missed some of the other ones, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to be part of the group. As Tommy said, I started a children's home in Belize in 1985. Over the last 34 plus years, we have raised over 800 kids.
And let's celebrate her, y'all. Yeah. Val, make sure you get connected to her, Val.
And I can't say it has always been smooth, but God is the rock. He's the one who answers the prayers. He's the one who put the food on the table. He's the one who builds our home. He's the one who did everything.
That's so awesome.
When people
celebrate you.
I said, I do what I do best, and that is praying.
Oh.
Whenever we need.
Then we want you on our prayer team. We have that global prayer gathering. We want you on that global prayer gathering on Saturday.
I would love to.
You'll meet people from all over the world. You really will.
Dr. Pat, you will love her because she teach her kids to pray. All her kids have went from school, from elementary. All her kids go to college.
Oh.
Like that. They go to college, and she get people to sponsor them to go to college. So I just wanted to connect you guys because she was on here because I go to Belize to her place.
Tammy, I want to do something else to bless these ladies. How many of the ladies here are in ministry? Raise your hand if you're in ministry, any form of ministry or public speaker. Okay. I have a platform every day at midday, and I've been sharing that platform with people and say, come on, let my followers hear about you. Take a show, take a program. Whatever God has given you, I want to share. That's what I just really believe, that the people that are going to make it in this era that we're in are people who network. The long rangers, they're not going to make it. And so I want to, I just feel, Tammy, like they have so much in them, and some of them just haven't had the platform and the voice. And a lot of times, the way the former church structures have been set up, they were set up from the pulpit giftings.
And so many other giftings that were in the congregation never got a chance to have a voice. And so now God has leveled the playing field. And that's not to say anything against the church. It's just that God has never been wanted to be confined in the four walls ever. And so even every time you look throughout history, every time they try to shut God up in a box, or try to shut him up in the ark and he always shakes things. And so I feel like we're supposed to take the platforms we have to give a voice for those who don't have for me. And I know the platform and the opportunity that Daisy Osborne provided for me, because nobody in my hometown was trying to, when I first got started, give me a platform, you know. And so I want to be able, I don't want anybody to ever have to not have that. And because some people, all they need is just a push, a start, a platform. And then from that, you just never know who's going to hear about your book. So want to give you one of those times to do your own. Give me a call. I'll make sure Ashton will be right there doing everything. He's orchestrating everything from South Africa, and yeah, let's be the voice that we need to be. I want to bless you. So Paulette, I want to hear from you. Mercy,
Dr. Bailey, that
Yes.
that is so incredible what she just offered you. This is such a incredible, generous offer that she everybody on this platform. I want just clarification. Is this a book club right here you're starting, Dr. Bailey? Is
It's
this
not
somebody
mine.
else?
What I did was to help Tammy. I
Okay,
got
Tammy.
Ashton to push Tammy's book club without paying for marketing, without paying for flyers, without paying for his engineering charges, without paying for any of that. I took Tammy's book club and put it on all 7 of my platforms so I could give Tammy more exposure.
Wow. Yes. Great. You know, I just want to encourage you all how incredible that is what Dr. Bailey is saying. As a PR, owning a PR and branding firm, and in the business of self-publishing, so we work with high-end people from 20 years. So when she started saying that, I just want to let y'all know why I'm on here tonight. It's because I was on another Zoom call, and it wouldn't work. Out of 30 days, this is the only thing that kept, it would not work, and I got my TV on, I looked to see Dr. Bailey on a book thing, and she tell me it would not work. And finally, I just said, we got to cancel this thing. Then when I jumped on, I said, she didn't even tell me, and I saw it in my thing, it would not work. And I knew why, and I'm thinking, why my friend didn't tell me? And
Well, guess what? That must mean a divine connection for somebody
that's
on
what I'm
here that's
trying to
supposed
tell
to be doing
you.
a book.
This was so divine.
You
for
better
me.
connect with her.
We
You better
shut it
connect with
down
her.
to be here. God shut me down to be here tonight.
Wow.
Amen.
And I know about that Zoom that she's been doing for 30 days. It's humongous. And for it to get to the end and not work today, to be able to.
We
Tammy,
praying
God
for
loves you, Tammy. Oh, Lord.
Yes,
But
he
God
does.
loves everybody on here.
Tammy,
definitely.
I am the network
received that.
guru in all of this too.
Yes. So, Miss Shirley, could you put your information on the notes? Because I'm pretty sure that we have women on here writing books that want to write books like Dr. Patricia has said. So, yeah.
Okay, you know somebody hit me up. Can you help me out, Tammy? I'm not the Zoom person. I do all this
Ashton
other
can do it.
platform.
Ashton, you hear?
Can you do it,
Ashton,
J-Bass?
to put J-Baz, Ashton, J-Baz.
J-Bass Books with an S on it. Like
J-Bass
J-Bass
Books.
in the Bible books.
Amen.
Yeah, and this is so divine. That's why I was like, my friend didn't tell me. And I looked at my email and I saw it.
Wow, Cheryl Collins, it's so good to see you. Look at Cheryl Collins. Wow, y'all make me miss Winston. I haven't been back home for a while. Y'all gonna make me come back home.
Well, you got to come back home.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other question, please? You better fire it off with her right now.
It's JABZ
J-Baz
books together.com.
Is it possible we could get the number again?
Yeah, I could not. I'm into a private chat. I can't get out, so I don't know how to do that,
Are
guys.
you all asking for Shirley's number or my number?
Your number, Dr. Bailey.
310. Whose voice is that? That sounds so familiar, whoever that was. Who was that?
I am Tracy Booker, but we've never met.
Wow, your voice sounds so familiar. 310. Well, where you been all my life? 310
Okay.
403 3504.
Thank you so
So,
much.
Dr. Bailey, this is Fran Oates again. I just wanted to share a real quick story. When I was having hard times, Mother Black took me to her house and put me in a room. And she said, "This is where I want you to pray." And I never understood why she wanted me to pray in that room. But that's the room you stayed in for days. And she would tell me that you would lock up for days and pray and pray and pray and pray. And you didn't know me from a door in that house. She gave me she gave you my name, and you prayed for me. You called me up and prayed for me. And I prayed in that room, Dr. Bailey, and I know that the cloud just came past me that day. And I wanted to tell you that short story. I prayed in the room where you stayed and you prayed and you prayed and you stayed on your knees and you stayed vigilant to your mission and your vision. And I got to pray in that same room.
Thank God. And Mercedes, I don't know if Mercedes is still here.
No, she
Mercedes-
had to jump off for a call that she was
Yeah,
doing.
you make sure you tell her grandmother was one of those kind of women. I never forgot her grandmother. Her grandmother always was encouraging to me and everything. I'll probably tell her offline.
She's
Okay.
probably gonna jump back on, so.
Okay, make sure y'all tell it just in case. Any other people? Guys, check out onevoiceprayer.com. We're building a mighty army. We're going to get 1 million voices. And guess what? We're going to be a voice to be reckoned with. And that platform is to give other people a voice. God's going to do it. Yeah.
Dr. Bailey, I know you probably recognize my voice. This is Aisha, your praise leader from Goodwill under Daddy. I love you so much, and I miss you. I miss you, guys.
Where are you? How can I find you on here, Aisha?
Oh, it's under ABH because I had to use my work Zoom. So it's ABH. So my picture isn't up. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right now except I miss you. I love you. And this was so ordained. I was out, and when I came home, I was like, I got to get to my phone. I've got to get. And as soon as I got on the phone, you were talking about the book. As I sat, today I completed chapter 1. I'm going to do this. And today you inspired me beyond measure, and you have been doing it for years and years and years.
Wow.
But I just wanted to let you know that I'm here. I stay about 10 minutes from where you used to have the prayer building on, I don't call it church, for me it was more like a prayer building over there in University. So I'm kind of like across the street, remember from WXII?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I stay like less than 10 minutes from there. But I just wanted you to know that I'm here, that I love you, and that I already sent a text to that number, and I'm going to get that book done. And thank you so much.
Amen. Well, we got to do something with that building. I own that building, and it's been sitting there for 3 years. I got to decide what I'm going to do with that paid-off building.
Oh, God.
No, we've been talking.
Okay, awesome. I'll be in touch, and I did text that number, and there's some things we can do with that building.
Okay. It's got 2 levels with it. It's got classrooms. It's got bathrooms upstairs, downstairs. It's got.
And the anointing is still there. I sat in the parking lot when we lost Father. I sat in the parking lot and just prayed for about 4 or 5 hours just for comfort. And so the anointing is still there.
Yeah, you can ask Pastor Pam Phillips about the miracles that's been done in that building. Ooh.
So thank you. I won't keep the time, but thank you so much. I love you, and I'm still here.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Well, if I can just say real quick to all of the ladies, especially those who haven't been in touch with Doc lately, please subscribe to her YouTube channel at Pat.
That sounds like my Tammy. Is that my Tammy? Yeah.
Yes. And you can get her daily teachings as well as anything that we're doing with One Voice. Pat Bailey.
And Tammy has a new YouTube channel that she just did called Tammy Speaks. Is it what? Tammy? Real Talk with Tammy.
It's Real Talk with Tammy Cooper.
Real Talk with Tammy Cooper. Yeah. Let's encourage each other. Yeah. How many of you all would be willing to help
just keep getting, just the simple thing that you did by subscribing. If we come together and we just keep sharing that and build this up, not only do I want to help it to be a platform like for you, but I'm saying something that I hope he who has ears to hear can hear. What needs to be the narrative and what needs to be said and what needs to be heard for this generation that's searching, that's looking. There has to be a place where people can go to and hear globally the agenda from heaven and not all these other narratives that are trying to take us as a people, as a generation, as a nation, as a people globally away from the plan that God has. And we don't know how long these platforms to be able to have free speech, free voice, but this is a pivot year, women. I'm talking prophetic now. There's not coincidental that all these nations are undergoing elections. It's not coincidental about the vaccination. There's no coincidental about all of this. All of these things are, you all know, the signs of the times. So this is the time that we must accelerate our networking, accelerate our voice, accelerate our passion for reaching people and helping people. This is not a time to be like they want us to be quarantined thinking in our mind. You can't be quarantined thinking in your mind. The world is hurting, and the world, people are looking for direction and they're looking for answers. Ashley can tell you how many Muslim and Hindu and all kind of people reaching out all the time, asking questions, wanting answers. And this all has been a setup. And I keep telling everybody, I can't do this alone. It's going to take us all coming together and push this so that we can be a voice that will help people not listen to the wrong narratives. To the wrong narratives. I've just heard today from one of our global talk, we have a global table, and they're pushing a very even stronger agenda for even younger children to be taught these type of perversions of gender and just there's a lot of things I'm not free to say here, but it is some wicked, if you knew some wicked stuff that not only is on the table already, but some things have already been passed. And while all of this other pandemonium has been going forward, it was designed to keep that going. How did the brother say, Tammy? First to push global fear, then to affect global economy, then to affect a distrust for civil authority, then to have racial divide. It's all schematic. And we can't be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. Can't be ignorant. Does anybody understand the language I'm saying without saying?
Amen.
Raise
Yes.
your hand if you know what I'm saying.
Amen.
So we have to have a voice.
That's right.
We have to have a voice. And that's what got birthed out of this. And over 1 million people have followed and watched. Over 1 million. And we took back for about almost not quite 3 weeks. This Saturday will be 3 weeks because it was happening so fast and it was growing so fast and we're reaching so many people. And I said, okay, God, I now understand the strategy. See, the portals that influence the minds of people, 2 Corinthians 4:4, when the minds of people are blinded, the number one tactic is to be positioned where you're the influencer. Where you're the influencer. Oh, I could teach right now. Where you're so he wants the ones that influence the most to position them and to give them a voice and an agenda. And once the minds have been influenced, that then reshapes a culture. A whole new culture gets reshaped. And when a culture is reshaped, it usually takes about 3 generations to reshape that culture unless you got power from on high. The enemy is trying to shape another culture right now, right up under our nose, right before our very eyes. And he's not trying to do it in one nation. His goal is to do it globally. He has a global agenda. He has a global agenda with the economy. He has a global agenda with health. He has a global agenda with value systems and governments. He has a global agenda.
Jesus.
And in the next 5 months, We only got 5 months to rally together and rush to the finish line and try to build this thing up as fast as we can and be a voice as much as we can. Because the first week of December is when the final election happens of the 90, almost 100 nations. And you get ready to see a huge shift. You will remember that I told people weeks ago, I said they're going to march and it's going to be all about justice. And then when they get where they're going to go, it's going to be like, we march with you, you're going to march with us. This is what was really behind this. And like, just think about a train that has the different, what do you call the box cars, you know? So one is connected to the other, that's 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 connected to the other. And once that train leaves the depot, the train in the first car was about something legitimate, but it just happened to be connected with the train that had another agenda, that just happened to be connected with the train that had another agenda, that just happened to be connected with the train. Somebody follow me. Yeah. And when it took off, they were all connected. And by the time they got to the destination, the train in the front car said, that ain't what I was, that's not what I was intending. That's not, but it's too late now. You were connected. He that have ears to hear, y'all hear what I'm saying?
Man, yes.
That's how he works.
Wow, I think we have another hand. I think we'll take about 2 more questions, then we'll be.
Yeah.
Carlina, you can unmute.
Stephanie Demers, I know she hears what I'm saying. Okay, I'm listening.
You talking about me, Miss Tammy?
Yes, you had your hand raised.
Yes, ma'am. So my question is Miss Patricia Bailey and Miss Shirley. I have a book coming out this fall, and it's called How God Turned My Mess into a Butterfly. Your Story Matters. So I'm trying my best asking God to connect with divine people. I just don't want my book getting into anybody's hands. So I already have it drafted. I already have it edited, but I would like to get it edited again. I like the people to review it. And I would like, I'm looking for people who will give me good reviews since this is my first book that God birthed within me. So I could get feedback from somebody else. And I just need help with marketing and getting it out. It's coming out this December the 22nd of this year.
Shirley, you want to answer that? I got one thing to say. You just need to call Shirley.
Yeah, just connect with me through my website, and then we will see what we can do. You've already defined the time that it's coming out, and so just connect with me on that and let me see what you're talking about, because you do need to do some marketing. You could be pre-selling the book right now, but we need to see what it looks like. And,
yeah, pre-sales pay for your book before you let other people pay for your book.
We got a whole marketing strategy. We got a lot of platforms for you. So Dave's book was there.com. I'll type it in again. Just go to my website, connect with me and say, hey, I was with Dr. Bailey. That's already got you in the door, okay? That got you in the door for me, okay? Because I do almost 100% referral, because I need people that already know my integrity to come to me. So, and that clears up a lot of drama before you get to me. And yes, we are very prayerful people. I believe in praying and grow richer. And so my background is strong prayer and theology and everything. So, and I believe in hearing your whole vision. I'm not concerned about your book. I want to know your vision. Amen. So we birth everything out of your vision.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I'll type it again for you.
Okay. Do anyone else have a question for Dr. Patricia Bailey?
Well, Dr. Bailey, I've tried to be quiet because I opened a long, almost sermon just before, and I've tried to be quiet, but you certainly have touched my heart, spoken to me, because you know my history, and you know my background from generations, 4 generations, and I've been writing since I was just a little girl. But then I put all of that up on the shelf, because God had me doing something else as an administrator for almost 30 years but then God now has allowed me to get back to my real love is writing. And of course, if you take you through things, you should write about it. So that's why I do a workshop now called Everybody Has Got a Story to help, to help them learn how to write and how to put the chapters together, like you said, and how to write until you're empty. And don't worry about sentence structure, punctuation, spelling, and none of that, because God has a message on. And then to give you the self-esteem to know that there's somebody out there waiting for your book.
Waiting for your book. You got to know that.